Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Friday, April 22nd, 2016. This is Texan TV News from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas, and I'm Cassie Stafford. Today's top stories. In campus news, today's Earth Day, and Tarleton students and faculty are getting a start on the festivities early. Volunteers are at the Horticulture Center planting seeds to grow plants and trees that are to be placed around campus. These plants and trees are going to be butterfly friendly and will create a butterfly friendly environment around Tarleton's campus. Head of Earth Day activities, Krista Nugent, is live from the Horticulture Center to give us a preview of what volunteers will be doing today.
In celebration of Earth Day, what we're doing today is we're going to be planting seeds for our butterflies. And one of the things that we're doing here on our campus is we're having a campus-wide initiative to put more pollinator-friendly plants in our flower beds. And so that event got rained out today for Earth Day, but it's okay because we're going to go ahead and get started today with planting our seeds for our host plants for our butterflies. So nectar plants are the plants that the adults feed on. Host plants are the plants that the mothers will lay their eggs on and the caterpillars actually eat. So every caterpillar has a very specific diet, specific to their species. And so we have gone today and we've kind of picked out, we've got milkweed for the monarch, we've got parsley and dill, anything in the carrot family for our swallowtails, and then we've also got here at the end we're going to be planting a combination of different flowers and plants for our sulfurs. So what I did to prepare my milkweed seed is we needed to break that hard seed coat. So we just put the seeds in with some rocks and we shake it for a minute or two, and then we filter them out, and that's how we plant those. And that'll help break that heavy seed coat. Here, what I've done to prepare the seed is I've actually soaked them overnight into some warm water. And what we'll do is we'll actually drain those out, filter them out, and then we're going to dry them on wax paper. Once those are dry, we'll plant those. And then last but not least, we're going to do a whole other different planting here for our sulfur butterflies. So once we get these grown in the greenhouse and get them up, then we're going to be putting them out across campus to help feed our butterflies.
You still have time to volunteer at this Earth Day event today. If you would like to volunteer, go to the Tarleton Horticulture Center before 2 p.m. The Horticulture Center will also be planting these seeds around campus on May 6th. If you would like to volunteer to help on the 6th, you can email Hector Davis at hcdavis@tarleton.edu. In regional news, the Dublin Citizen reports that May 7th will mark the 20th anniversary of the Cowboy Capital Trail Ride to benefit the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. Cowboys will ride against the disease at 9 a.m. at Tarleton's Honeywell Ranch in Stephenville and collect donations. A 5K trail run and a live and silent auction is also available for those who don't ride. Breakfast will be provided by FNC and Diane Tidwell, as well as a barbecue lunch provided by the Knights of Pythias. Participants are guaranteed a day for fun and prizes while supporting the fight for 400,000 people in the U.S. and 2.5 million people around the world that are affected by MS. For more information or to register online, visit www.ccmstrailride.com. In Texas news, East Texas Longview police say a man led officers on a high-speed chase with stolen steaks in his car. Longview police say that multiple groups of officers pursued the suspect through 2 counties. Officer Mark Nichols of East Mountain Police says Walmart gave information on the suspect and what vehicle he was driving and said he may be coming through the East Mountain area. The vehicle matched the description, so officers went from East Mountain to Gladewater. At one point, police had reached speeds of 100 miles per hour until they finally stopped him. Authorities say the suspect had fled from a Longview, Texas Walmart with the stolen steaks. Officers said that it appeared that steaks were flying out the windows on the high-speed chase and bouncing off patrol cars. Officer Mark also said steaks is not something you think of people stealing, especially running from the police in the process. In national news, 2 state regulators and a city employee have been charged with official misconduct, evidence, tampering, and other offenses regarding the lead contamination in their water. State Attorney General Bill Schuette says that the charges are a road back to restoring faith and confidence in all Michigan families and their government. He warned that there will be more charges. Former District Engineer Michael Prisby and Supervisor in the Department of Environmental Quality, Stephen Bush, both pleaded not guilty and were released on bail. Detroit area defense attorney and former prosecutor Neil Rockand says that this water crisis has created a mood where someone has to pay. Michigan officials are considering giving Flint $25 million to replace thousands of lead pipes. In international news, at least 2 people were killed yesterday when an elevated bike path collapsed in Rio de Janeiro. A giant wave swept up a cliff and washed 150 feet of the bike path, which was to be used in the upcoming Summer Olympics, into the sea. Ricardo Tanico identified one of the victims as his 54-year-old brother-in-law, Eduardo Mahino Albuquerque, who was jogging at the time of the accident. Municipal Secretary Pedro Paulo Carvalho said a third person was thought to be missing, but Rio's fire department has only confirmed the 2 deaths. This accident is the latest in a series of problems with preparations for the Summer Olympics that will start on August 5th in Rio de Janeiro. Today's broadcast was produced by Corey Todd, Morgan Caffett, Rebecca Hernandez. You can follow us on www.texannews.net. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texan TV News on Facebook. I am Cassie Stafford. Tune in Monday, April 25th for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.